200 HP,
Hey,
200 shields.
That heal right there in its own is a godsend. It's so good.
It really is. And 7-0 now to start things off for match 2 of the Winter Royale Grand Finals. And interesting bus movement there.
Yeah, this is not the greatest bus for these competitive players. It's favoring the eastern side a little hard here, making that all the west players are going to have a tough time landing because you have to just be so much more cleaner at your parachute deploy. How low is your elevation? And then, of course, you touch down late, so other players are going to have the advantage on the eastern side just for getting geared up before the storm comes.
They can rotate a little earlier as well when they need to. No one has landed at Polar Peak yet. You see all those players just starting to descend.
But there's a lot of players there.
Yes, there are. There are indeed a lot of players that are going. Frosty flights, too, because players go right for the storm wings and they just fly up, try and get out of the action.
Someone's going for it.
It's going to be JT. JT gets it. He has the power. And now he's going to go for maybe some eliminations.
He is
Never
gone,
mind.
dude. He does not want anything to do with all those players up there. And interesting as well, I saw Kenneth buy retail, so he switched up his game plan. Does not want anything to do with Ghost Aiden over at Tilted. Yep, so now I like this. You live and you learn. If you get taken out of your early game POI, sometimes it is wise to change up your game plan.
And I think that, you couldn't be more right because players, they oftentimes, nice shot from FH to God. One shot, no prob, gets the elim. But just to touch up on that point that I was making, like, a lot of players, like, they so many times are like, well, this is my spot, this is my spot. Well, yeah, sure, it's your spot. You got to earn your spot. There is no, like, my air. Tough battle here for Lenane.
Yeah, now using his last mat there, he probably should farm this truck behind him a little bit. Yeah, exactly what he wants to do here. Don't worry, that shot did not hurt very much. Lenane is good. This wall is going to expose him, though. I like how he's shooting it down as well. Tyler applying pressure. Now pushing forward just a tad bit.
Lenane has the advantage with the shields, but the mat advantage goes to Tyler. He drops down, but Lenane is just going to pump him, and that will send him back to the lobby.
Yeah, it's one of those plays that you kind of expect your opponent to go for it.
And this is FH to God. We saw him earlier when he took out Syllable. That was just gorgeous. And then Armand, who went up against, let's see, I couldn't get a good view on that one. Okay, it's going to be Schmecht, our other ace pilot.
Oh.
All
and
day.
It's Aiden who's still here, pushing players out.
Oh, Slobbings just
Heavy
beamed
sniper.
him. Heavy sniper is so powerful.
It's too good. The only player that can survive a heavy snipe is the Infinity Blade.
And here's from Slobbing's POV. Lines it up. He shoots. He scores.
With the
there
headshot,
you go.
mind you, that player was 200 health full.
Ouch. That is an ouchies. All right, Aiden now. He's going to be going up against Slobbings. You know, Slobbings has a crazy shot.
Yeah, he's trying to bait him to come closer. Like we talk about, you want him to do a close quarter engagement. That heavy sniper now no longer loaded.
Aiden's
in a problem.
He's not going to be in a good spot here, Monster. He's going to chase the fight down, and he won't be able to stay alive as Aiden is dropped. He only got 1 elim, and Slobbings has 4. That's going to give him a point.
Roki in a weird place to build. These buildings suck. Oh gosh.
He went right for it, but Booba Boosh is going to reap the benefits of that, and Roki just dived on in.
That was an easy read right there. Not Soar in a bad position under pressure by a grenade launcher here. It's Nistic. Soar recognizing he has to make a big move here.
Oh, he has 3 HP. And he gets shut down. That's going to come from Nistic. That's his first elimination. Here's the Stormwing, though. Very frustrating for Nistic to have to deal with after just getting the HP from that fight.
And here's Chaotic versus Vivid. Vivid looking to make the edit there and puts him down right away, making it look so easy.
Those are the ones you want.
Love how he's mixing it up.
Let's see what Rux got himself up to. Oh, some quad action. Found J-Love. Goodbye.
Man, heavy AR, the highest damage output as far as the assault rifle class goes.
Oh, Tahao. So Tahao was in the Stormwing. I wonder if it was a dogfight.
Tahao
because he took out Schmeck.
Yeah, it was Tahao who eliminated Schmeck earlier.
And that was his first elimination, so that was number 2.
Tahao, 1 short.
can because of the format. Here it is, swooping on in.
Yeah,
Love to see
Eclipse had no HP. One bullet connects from the Stormwing. That's going to be 30 to the body. He's gone.
And the competitive format, really, you can take full advantage of the Stormwing. And there's Armand, who took out Sean from Ghost Gaming. But yeah, the Stormwing in its current state, with the way that the Scavenger Cup works, or Scavenger format, I should say.
Confidence, because when you're confident, it plays a huge factor in how, you know, efficient you are in battle. Rux just wiping up players right here, all in the racetrack area. That's another one for him. He went from, I think it was somewhere near retail. A little look at the top 5 there. Ledge is still in the lead as far as point systems go overall. Jacob find himself his point right here off of his first 3 eliminations. You even have AK Pearl we saw last game, just a little bit of, but also already at the 3 elimination threshold.
I wonder why Jacob did not take that quad launcher. Need grapples in your loadout late game. Jacob, he's going, he's challenging, he's trying to reposition himself now to get the high ground. Nistic's going to be in a little bit of a pickle here, though. It's going to eat some shots, eat a big pump, as a matter of fact. Jumps down, Jacob, that's going to be number 4.
Man, Jacob is actually incredible, showcasing how good of a player he is. His reaction speed to counter that Pistola play right there.
Oh.
But was it good enough? Pistola connects just a little too quick and is a little too swift on the aggression.
Pearl's already got a point. Here's the scoreboard, though. Slaving's leading the pack with 4 eliminations. Pearl with 3, Rux with 3, and IFA with 3. Macwood to How. Was it Rotes, Pistola, Armin, whipping explosives would chunk a huge portion of damage, but here's Slaving's once again, heavy, and it is good.
And you know what? That player, Rote, he kind of deserved it. That little misplay by leaving his backside open.
Oh,
left him with one shot.
done.
Slaving's still going.
Nicely done from Slaving's. What a showing he's been putting forward thus far, but he's going to get pressured on, has to defend, and he won't have a lot of time to be able to top himself off with a mini.
It was worth it. Knocking on big bonus territory here with 6 eliminations. He's in the lead.
He should use that mini. Before he moves, he should use that mini. Yeah.
The multiple pressure.
It's all right. Mission accomplished. 6 eliminations for him. Doesn't get the placement bonus, though, the placement point, which I'm sure he would have wanted. To How with that compact SMG. You
got to be careful when you're standing stationary like that. You see that counter fire from the pump coming right to the face, forcing him to now waste the shield here. And it looks like we have a lot of players hugging up on one of Twitter. Hansen, AK Pearl, E11 Anthony, 72 hours. These guys are all on top of one another.
You have some players that are going to need to rotate out of Dusty Divot. I think maybe 1 or 2. Yeah, 1 or 2 are going to be hanging out low on Dusty Divot. The rest of them are going to be flying up in the Stormwings, trying to stay alive. Here's Macwood into How on the split screen. Make sure you use that hashtag Winter Royale. Let us know who you think's going to win this one. Will it be Macwood?
Ooh, flashy grapple play.
A little nice
done.
there. You like to see it.
Trying to land in, takes that high ground. Careful you don't fall into a trap play here. This player has a hand cannon below him. Now time to relocate off to the side. Nicely done there. Maybe looking for the quick wall replace or to extend out. Yep, definitely going to go ahead and extend out just a tad bit here. Give himself some breather room.
He's going to need it. A good kit, though. He has that heavy assault rifle, the compact SMG, the blue pump shotgun, as well as the grapple hook, some minis if he needs to bring him back up to 50 shields if necessary. A decent loadout to have here as we get ready for this 6th circle, or the 7th circle, excuse me.
Here's Outlet looking to get his next elimination, which is going to net worth him a point. In comes the RPG hand cannon. We saw it yesterday from Twitter. Hansen looks like he might have took some notes, and it was Symphony.
Can't edit your way out of that one.
Cannot edit your way out of that one. True fact. Unfortunately, Symphony is going to fall around that 35th placement. This is going to be a southwest rotation here. Somewhat of a tough one when it comes down to crossing out of retail, because you have a lot of natural cover and then the elevation changes of all the mountains that are nearby. Launchpad coming out of Outlet to take the lead here. Yeah, you don't want to land on top of the crossfire, so he's playing that natural tree for coverage. Floats for a little too long.
Outlet. He took so much damage, but he's going to be able to stay alive.
He has no heals, man.
Exactly.
Yeah. He's got to hit one of these crazy shots right now when this next open happens. This is going to pretty much give him the heals he needs.
He's waiting for this player to push so he can get that HP buff if possible. Some more rockets coming in. Outlet just needs to start spamming rockets. Take out anyone he possibly can. Doesn't matter where they are. You got the hand cannon. You can remove the wall, and then you could go for the rocket immediately. It's a tough one because of the rocket reload speed being so slow. Spades is going to get picked off by Posick. Posick going to be in this scramble here in the top 25 players remaining. Tahal's going to be very weak, and he's going to get dropped by Licerin.
Yeah, big mistake from Tahal right there. He did not have ultimate high ground. He was playing mid grounds, being that he was exposed from the top. He gets beamed off the game here. It's Posick. We see some good action from Posick yesterday. He has a grappler. Oh, this is some real high ground here.
Ooh. This is risky. And look who's low, by the way. I don't know if you saw it ever so briefly, but Ruse JT low with that Infinity Blade. It's going to be lurking over a good portion of this match.
Yeah,
Posick can't get above that one.
Even a touch up right there. Posick just got himself a point by taking out Liquid Chap as well. So he's feeling good. He's kind of done his job so far.
There's
and we're
JT.
approaching top 10.
There's JT with the Infinity Blade. And he ate some damage, but he's going to get the heals per second for holding that weapon. Tig drops Nolan off screen. And the storm keeps moving.
And I think Ruse is playing this right. He's taking his time. He's not using that dash too recklessly. He's actually building and creating himself a little bit of a snake turtle here. And there's a lot going on. Ultimate high ground is going to be snacked by Mac Wood. No, I'm wrong. It's actually Poach and Posick. Or, sorry, 72 Hours and Posick who are fighting for that ultimate high ground. 72 now way up top. Over all of the competition. Decent materials. Kind of baiting out, seeing if there's any threats nearby.
This is when things are going to get really risky for 72 Hours, because you have a rocket above you, and then you have the Infinity Blade underneath you, and he doesn't know that, because JT has not made himself very known. He's been hiding this entire time. Now we're in top 10.
All of these players happy they got themselves a point.
This is
72
rough.
wants the high ground. Oh gosh, it's a back and forth contest right here. Faking out, snatching materials, it's all his now.
And that was Mitro who was in the top 10. Learson as well.
It was Tom Dez who eliminates Mitro, it looks like. And Macwood is somehow securing this position here with some exceptional grappling.
And I believe JT is out. Yeah, JT is going to be out of this.
All right, here we have it. E11 Anthony with the Infinity Blade at the ultimate low ground. These other players are playing mids and super high. This is actually better for Anthony. It's just going to buy him time for endgame. These guys are doing all the hard work for him.
Anthony wants to wait for that one player to fall, and that will give him top 3.
And a point if he can actually catch an elimination as well. Tom Dez finds himself all the way down, looking to relocate. This is a super risky play, though. He's going to make it with the last tick.
This isn't good at all. Tom Dez is so weak down low. The storm getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Anthony's going to be eliminated. Anthony's going to pick up the elimination onto Tom Dez. That player was so weak, so low, and 72 Hours actually might be able to outlive him here.
He's totally going to outlive him.
Yes, he does. Doesn't need to outlive him.
Anthony
shoots him in the face. That's right. You dance. You earned that one. 72 Hours. 5 eliminations as well. This is a victory royale.
We talk about the Infinity Blade can help you make it to endgame. It looks like these players...
And it was 72 Hours who had the highest ground. And then he looked and he was like, wait a minute. Someone's still going. Oh, I like that.
It was kind of like perfectly done here. He just had enough, kind of sneaks on over to the side.
That was big because he got the plus 50 HP from that. And then the Infinity Blade player was just glowing like a candlestick down low.
He revealed himself at that point like, hey, listen, I know I can't do much at this point. We're top 3. It's the best I can do. Take me up, brother.
I think Anthony just thought that he won.
No way, man.
You don't think so?
No. He was following the zone. He kind of comes out. He has to at that point. He has no more plays left. And that was it.
Well, was he looking at rifle shots on to the Infinity Blade player? Now, Legendian will still have the first place spot, but 72 Hours moves up 41 placements to second place. Anthony moves up to the top 4. Outlet is still going to stay alive in that top 3, but a lot of new faces here in the standings, Monster.
Yeah, you have Ifabot who moves up 25 ranks, slobbing all the way up to 69 plus ranks, 89 ranks on Tahal. Just quite the game for a lot of these players coming out and making 2 points for themselves.
JT, our Infinity Blade player for a chunk of that game, only was able to move up a couple of placements from that. He got 1 point from that game. Chap there as well. Some other names. Vivid dropping 11 spots. Saf dropping 18 spots. Nolan coming up 11. Kenneth at that 47th. Kenneth has just been